If you're like me and you're used to these cheap, flimsy, break the first time you look at them angle die grinders from the big box store that I'm not going to name on video. Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. This is an air angle grinder from Shal Tool, and I've been using it for about 7 months in the shop, almost daily. I'm really impressed with this little tool. But before I get into this, I want to talk real quick about this channel and what I'm trying to do here. Have you ever heard the saying, dress for the job you want and not the job you have? Well, I'm hoping that the same holds true for making videos. I would love to get free shit. Who wouldn't, right? I guess in order to do that, I've got to start reviewing some of the tools that I already have and use in the shop on a day-to-day basis. The more I think about that, the more I think there's probably some value there, right? If somebody gives me a tool to review and I review it, even if I give you my honest review, you're probably going to be somewhat questionable as to whether or not the freeness of that tool didn't influence my decision making. Recently, I was able to sign up for what Amazon calls their Associates program. And I've done this for a long time. Anytime I have a video where I'm using products, I'll put an Amazon link in the description because Amazon's kind of a universal place that people can go to find something. I've been doing that for 3 years now and I haven't made a dime. With the Associates link, I can make like 3%. So I have that. This will be in the description of my video. You click the link, I'm gonna make 75 cents if you buy one of these. So hopefully that 75 cents isn't enough to make you jaded and think I'm gonna lie to you about this thing. Like I said, I've been using this air angle die grinder for 7 months every day. All right, so I've got this all masked off, ready to paint this engine bay. But I stripped this whole thing. It had a Mustang 2 in it, and I had to cut all the cross member out, as well as the reinforcement brackets that go over the frame rails. I cut and ground and metal finished all of those welds. Big old bracket on the frame. I also did double floor pans in this car, and I ground that whole weld seam all the way around the back, as well as all the spot welds were ground down. I mean, this thing has literally ground a mile of welds. Stripped the whole undercarriage of the car too before I painted it. This thing's put in a lot of work. 7 months ago, when my last air angle die grinder crapped out, I was in a bit of a quandary because we were smack dab in the middle of this crazy Bidenomics. Like a lot of you, I'm sure, I was buying a lot of tools at Harbor Freight. And Harbor Freight quit carrying the Chicago pneumatic air angle die grinders that they used to give away for free. They replaced them with some brand called McGraw. But the cheapest one they had was like 25 bucks. And I remember when Harbor Freight used to give their air angle die grinders away. And sometimes they'd be bad right out of the box, but they were free. Other times you'd get through half a job before the thing crapped out, but it was free. And well, what's that saying?
Me once. Shame on you.
Anyway, I'll be damned if I was gonna buy a Harbor Freight air angle die grinder for 25 bucks. There's just no way.
If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
So I took to Amazon, looked up some air angle die grinders, and in a world of cheap Chinese crap, it's hard to know where to spend your money. And then I saw Shal, and I actually have a grease gun from Shal, and they make some pretty good tools, and they're pretty innovative, honestly, as far as tools go. So I figured 25 bucks, I'll take a chance. And this thing runs anywhere from $20 to $30, depending upon the sales, at the time of the publishing of this video, which is just after the 4th of July, 2024. As you can see, this thing is well loved. Let me get in there close and show you. I mean, I've been using this thing every day for 7 months, like I said. And the bearings are still tight. The trigger still feels nice. The only thing that's really worse for the wear is the pretty teal cover that they had on this thing. But it's holding up. It's not torn. It's not cracked. Honestly, I'm already blown away. If this thing had lasted 3 months, I'd probably still be doing a review telling you guys that you should buy this thing. But it's 7 months and going strong. No signs of giving up. I've got a $100 Ingersoll and Rand grinder. The bearings are a little tighter. That's probably the only part of that grinder that actually feels superior to this Shal tool. The Shal rubber grip is nice. The vent is nice. I really like this thing. I just really like this thing. And to be fair, I fed it a steady diet of Lucas air tool oil, and it gets 5 to 10 drops every single day, and I'm religious about it. So I think even if you take the worst of the worst and you treat it well like that with lube and maintenance, it's probably gonna do okay. Yeah, I'm just really impressed with this thing. And Chinese tools being what they are, it's a total fucking crapshoot, right? I tested this one, it works well. I think you could probably do a lot worse. So if you feel like supporting the channel, go ahead and pick one of these up from Amazon. Make sure you use the associates link in my video description. I'll earn 75 cents. As my friend Jimmy used to say, Marla can't live on beans alone. Marla was the name of his wife. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you like seeing tool reviews on the channel? I'd like to do a lot more of this kind of stuff. Maybe eventually I will get some stuff for free and then you can be skeptical about my reviews. But until then, I'm just going to show you the tools I use in the shop. And, you know, I've grown this thing on a shoestring budget from just hobbyist level to like actually getting some nice paying jobs like this Mustang behind me. So, you know, I'd like to think that I'm in the same boat as a lot of you folks watching. So on that note, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe to help me grow the channel. And if you're in the market for an air angle die grinder, make sure you hit the link in the video description and send me 75 cents commission. I'll appreciate you forever. Hey, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. And now I'm going to cut to the initial video review I did of this thing with the unboxing and all that. It was on Amazon. So check that out if you have more than the attention span of an ant. Thanks again. Hello folks, Casey here. I wanted to take a moment to show you this 1/4-inch pneumatic angle die grinder from Shell Tool because it's one of the nicest ones that you can grab right now. All right, so if you're like me and you're used to these cheap, flimsy, break the first time you look at them angle die grinders from the big box store that I'm not going to name on video, get ready to be seriously impressed by this tool from Shell. Right off the bat, as soon as you get it in your hands, the quality is apparent. It's got a really nice kind of rubberized coating, which is very anti-fatigue. If you're like me, when I work with my hands a lot, after a lot of hours, I get some arthritis, and this just fits the hand very nicely. You know, I have a $100 Ingersoll and Rand grinder here, which is really nice, and this is just very small. The metal gets really cold when you're working with it, and it's just hard on your hands. It's a nice grinder, but the rubberized coating is very nice. The handle is extremely soft, and the bearings feel nice and tight. So right off the bat, it just feels like a quality tool. This is a 1/4-inch pneumatic angle die grinder. It accepts 1/4-inch and 1/8-inch collets, 1/4 and 1/8 included. Comes with an air fitting, comes with a bottle of lube, comes with the chuck keys, comes with instructions and a sticker. This thing is perfect for grinding, polishing, deburring, engraving, rust removal. This tool consumes 4 CFM of air at 90 PSI, has a 1/4-inch inlet, accepts 1/8 and 1/4-inch tools, and runs at 20,000 RPM. Let's go ahead and unbox the Shell Air Angle Die Grinder. All right. So inside, we've got a bottle of air tool oil, our wrenches, an air fitting, and a couple of collets for the grinder itself. And then here's the grinder. Has a nice rubberized plastic grip. Oh, the handle feels really nice on this thing. And the bearings feel nice. It's a nice little air die grinder. Got an instruction booklet. And as always, Shell likes to send out stickers, and I do appreciate them for it. Let's go ahead and open this up. How nice to get a bottle of air tool oil. These wrenches are chrome plated and they're nice heavy steel, which is better than what you usually get. An air fitting and a collet. Everything's got a nice layer of oil on it to keep it from rusting. If you're in the market for a new angle die grinder and you're sick of the cheap ones from that big box store, grab a Shell angle die grinder. You'll be glad you did. This is a quality piece. I feel like it's going to last a long time, and I'm really happy with it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.